ForbesDVD.com.
Like this, to me, it's not always. It's always about like a bunch of different things.
Actually, I would go against this motherfucker for 25 cents. For real,
yeah.
I really would for 25 cents.
Yeah, you know, I might say the same thing to just keep the money in the family. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you something though. What I know, me and you talk off camera in the hood about they always trying to get you back.
Yeah, yeah.
In the ring, what? How annoying is that shit?
You know, it depends on who's asking and how they're asking.
Oh, first of all, why you do that to Ness though?
I was in a bad mood, man.
That shit was
nah. He did him dirty.
Yeah, if y'all didn't see the Ness versus Iron Solomon battle, just go on YouTube, look that shit up. Ness is a dope rapper. Shout out to all my Philly dudes.
Definitely, 100%.
But he lost real bad. Like that shit was just like, alright, Ness, where the fuck you go from here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like for instance, that situation was more about the look. You know, like,
yeah.
You know, it wasn't that I thought Ness is the dopest one out, but I know that he's got a name and the situation makes sense for me to be moving forward. You know, obviously I don't like standing on treadmills, so I don't want to be running in place all the time. You know what I mean? And so it's not always about the money or the opponent or the venue. It could be any one of those things. You know what I mean? So, 25 grand is that money talks, and that's a loud conversation.
Because that's what they keep talking about, like 25. That's the number everybody keeps throwing.
Nobody's really realistically getting that money. Anybody that's throwing it out there, it's not realistic. You know what I mean? But,
what's some of the biggest misconceptions of the whole battle rap circuit?
That's one of them.
That these niggas really beef. Because you hear them talking shit, doing blogs about it, and then you go to their events and they stand next to each other laughing.
Yeah, that shit is.
You know what I'm saying? When they on the blogs talking some crazy shit, but then you see them fucking smiling at each other, or even worse, sometimes you see them in the same event standing next to each other, not looking at each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or some real pussy shit.
Or some peacock shit.
Yeah.
Strutting. So let me ask you something. How did y'all make the transition from the battle dude to the making music? Because no disrespect to Mook, I love you Mook, but his music is not good. You know what I'm saying? Like the people didn't rather. I guess I can. Well, in my opinion, it's not good, but the people didn't buy into it.
Sure.
What does it take for you not to be, the Iron Solomon that raps in somebody's face to be the dude in the booth? How do y'all go from there to there?
I think, with Nems and I both, we're from New York and we come from hip hop, and to be a well-rounded MC, I think both of us value making music and making songs and, jumping in a cypher or battling also. So both of us have been in the studio the whole time. It's not like we waited to get the crown at battling to try out being in the studio. It was just like, if you rap, you better be able to battle and you better make songs, So I think we were always doing it, we were always making music the whole time, you know what I mean?
Also, I feel like when I started making music.
Yeah.
And I started with making songs and shit. And somebody just brought me up to the Fight Club one day, and I just felt like, back then we didn't write against each other. It was just my shit's better than yours. And
on the spot.
Yeah, on the spot. And I just knew that my shit was better than anybody, so I just started doing it. But in the meantime, I was always still making the music. And that's why I feel it comes across.
All right, so go ahead. Simon.
No, I think the thing that stops most battle rappers from making good music is the ego, because when you get
the ego's out of control,
crazy.
Man.
Like when you get such a positive response from just saying one punchline, it's hard to have the discipline and the patience to go in the studio and not be great in the studio, because if you focus all your energy on battling, realistically you're not going to be great in the studio right away, and you're going to have to feel like, I'm not the best at this. Let me humble myself and learn how to be better.
Listen, some of that shit they be saying ain't gonna fly on wax.
Right.
Because when you listen to it over and over, like, that shit was trash.
Right, yeah.
Some of that shit y'all niggas be saying, I be like, come on.
It's acapella.
Nems, before we go, what the fuck is a Gunther, man?
A Gunther is the new chicken head, right? But it's a chicken head, it's a stupid bitch, it's a fucking not good for nothing whore. It's everything bad you can say about a woman, all rolled up into one word, one wonderful word.
And you also have a little web series that you do.
Gunther Sodes.
Okay.
I just harass bums and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Do stupid shit.
Wow.
You can just fuck with me on Twitter at Nems FYL. I'm there all day. I'm posting all my shits, and I'm also trying to get my disrespect game up to the level of Doggy Diamonds. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be there one day. I got some things to show you. You'll be there. Iron, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is at Iron Solomon.
So
and it's Mun, right? Not man. I used to think that was
M-O-N. Yeah.
Yeah, M-O-N. So that's Blazita for because he was putting Iron Solomon.
Nah, I used to do that for years too. I couldn't get his email right back. Yo, why is he not getting these emails?
No, I was getting them. I just wasn't responding.
So that's bullshit. All right. So anything y'all want to say to the people? Shout out to the people before we go.
Yeah, I want to shout y'all out, man.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
on the first episode. I know it's gonna just get better and crazier and more disrespectful and volatile and vile.
Yes.
And it's an honor and a pleasure to rock with you always.
First person,
inaugural.
Iron Solomon. Yeah. Second person, Nems. Who you want to shout out before we go?
Of course, Doggy Diamonds, Blazita. I know M-Rec is getting his thing right now, doing his thing on the radio and all of that. DTF, the whole Forbes DVD, man. Like a lot of people try to shit on new and upcoming artists, man, and you always show love. Post the videos up, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that and I appreciate that. And also my whole fucking life crew, OTR, George Burns, Manson, Mr. Weirdo. Just everybody, man. Like, it's all love. Just follow me on Twitter, man. Everything's there.
So just for the camera, let them know we on Forbes DVD Live, man.
Forbes DVD Live, man. It's a pleasure and an honor to rock with y'all. It's a brand that people trust and respect and that y'all believe in, so I believe in it. And yeah, man.
If you ain't on Forbes, your motherfucking mother's a Gunther. Fuck that.
Man.
Fuck your life, motherfucker.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Forbes was nothing, man. Fuck them other sites. Straight up.
That's what it is. So, yo, y'all already know this is Doggy Diamonds. I am the motherfucking interview king, undisputed interview king. If you think you better than me in doing interviews, fuck your mother. I ain't gonna put my stats against yours because this is the first interview I've ever done in a studio. Normally we on the fucking street. Which one of y'all niggas did an interview on the street ever? I thought so. You hear that? You hear that? Silence. So that's what it is. Yo, I'm happy that Iron Solomon came. I'm happy Nems came. Like I said, I invited them. You're going to see different guests, but I invited them to come for the first show because they're humble, they're hungry, and they not bitch-ass niggas. If you're a bitch-ass nigga, you probably never be here, or you might be here, and we're going to beat you the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Yo, thank y'all for coming.